French people earn their money, because we have the business district of La Défense, we have the stock exchange on the right bank, and it used to be the powerful district in the 19th century. And it's a place where Parisians spend their money, because we have all the shopping malls on the right bank with Galeries Lafayette, Printemps, everything. The left bank has a very, very different spirit. It's all about old things. It's the Paris of the Middle Ages. It's the first place where the Romans have expanded. After they built Paris, or after the Gauls made Paris in this island, the Romans decided to expand on the left bank, because the right bank was too swampy. For example, you have a district in Paris on the right bank called Le Marais, because it used to be a very, very swampy area. And so, in the left bank, you still have very, very little streets, narrow streets, old thing with sewer systems in the middle, such as, you know, middle-age cities in France. You also have the old universities and old churches, because it used to be the student district. So it still has a student, you have all of the old lycées, the old universities, La Sorbonne, for example, they are all on the left bank. And if you go there, you'll feel this intellectual spirit, this very student, this cultural atmosphere. So it's a very, very different place from the right bank, I want you to know that. And there are very famous people who have been studying or living on the left bank. Maybe you can just find out who these people are. So I have a few pictures, maybe you know them.
Ernest Hemingway.
Oh, so Shakespeare didn't really live here, but there's a place called Shakespeare and Company. It's a bookshop, I'll show you. It's very dedicated to the Anglo-American culture.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Hemingway, yeah. Cyrano de Bergerac. Oh, do you know the actor?
Yeah.
Gérard Depardieu, you know?
Yeah.
He used to be a French guy, but now he's a Russian.
Yeah.
He went to Russia not to pay taxes, yeah? Do you know him?
No.
He's an Italian writer who wrote the Divine Comedy.
Oh.
He's Dante.
Dante Alighieri. Yeah.
And do you know these two guys? Asterix and Obelix. They are the two main characters of French comics. They are actually in a Celtic tribe called the Gauls, and they were fighting against the Romans. Of course, in the story they defeat the Romans, but in the real story we got all defeated. And so France was conquered by the Romans, and when they arrived in this place, there was only a little fisherman village called Lutetia in Latin. And the Romans decided, because it was kind of had a central position, it was on a river, they decided to expand on the left bank, because I told you the right bank was swampy, and so the other one changed the names, because the people who lived here were called the Parais. It was a tribe who lived in Lutetia. They thought they couldn't let the old name, because it was now a Roman city, so they decided to call it Paris, the city of the Parais. That's the whole idea. So now we're going to go on a walk, and you're going to start discovering the atmosphere changing.
Notre Dame.
I don't know where to get one, you can't see. Oh, you get the recipe.
You know that they discovered